Yeah, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zod. As you can see, the beard growing back. But basically, people were talking about my last video and the fact some people says things along the line that what is a Mexican or what is Mexican business talking on black business, which is funny because that makes absolutely no sense. And the fact that I am black doesn't necessarily give me the right to talk about black business, but it's not necessarily black business if it's on social media. Now, if every black gang was associated or connected with each other, then I could see maybe, okay, that's black business. But these are all different type of black business, which is funny because there's a lot of people that speak about Mexicans or Hispanics and Chicanos and whatever that ain't none of those, but they feel that they have some right to speak about it. Like when I did the Nasheed Tariq or whatever, speaking on certain things when he's not out there in the trenches. See, now me personally, I've been out there in the trenches, and a lot of people know me for being out there in the trenches. So it's not like I'm just some random dude on the street speaking about street shit and I never did it. I've been there, done that. Not to be proud of it, but I've been there and done that. So they give me a right to say what I need to say, and not necessarily that is because I don't care whether you get upset or not. It means absolutely nothing. We're just talking about a subject. The subject was either about Hispanics beefing with each other in the rap game in order to portray a certain image and garnish more attention, or the fact that some rappers need to be more gangster than other, not knowing or maybe knowing the consequences that in the end it's going to lead to them losing their life. And that's the whole reason why I made the video. And the fact that Lil Boosie got shot and there's a possibility that he could still lose his leg. It's news. And when you got a YouTube channel, you speak the truth without going too far. You got some YouTube channels that get on here and they talk about every detail. That's not going to be me. That's not how I conduct myself. That's not how I was raised. And that's just a code that I live by. Now, some people might consider that's an old way of thinking. And in some sense, it is. A lot of people my age that hold tight to certain ideals are relics. But we're going to die a relic, and it doesn't matter. Just like I'm not telling these new age cats how to dress or why they do this. It's their era, so they choose to do as they will. My whole thing is to give them an idea of exactly what the consequences are when you either gangbang, talk about business that you shouldn't be talking about, or portray an image that you really ain't, because it always comes back on you. And to let them know that when you do certain crimes, which you're going to end up in a spot that you might not necessarily want to be about. That you may not want to visit because you might not never make it out of that particular situation. I've known people that went into the county with and got 2 weeks and got killed. And then I've known people that have been in there years and got not even a scratch on them. Maybe a couple of fist fights, whatever, riots, whatever, but people know what it is. Now, that's why I do this. Now, as far as, and also because it's news. Like I said, when Lil Boosie got shot, that's not my business as far as why he got shot. It's not my business that he got shot. But as somebody that's on social media with a platform, it's something to talk about. Do I know Boosie personally? Did I know Mo 3 personally? No, I don't know none of these cats. I listened to their music except Mo 3. I didn't know. I just started listening to his stuff, which is crazy because I seen a song with him shot 3 years ago laying on the slab, and it's just kind of eerie. Same when I saw Nipsey. But these dudes are on social media and major celebrities. You know what I mean? They got shine, they got money, and there was something in their town. So of course, when you come across a story, you're gonna speak about it. Now, I utilize their story to push a certain message that putting out negativity in the world will get you got. Somebody says something along the lines, and I might not be able to say exactly how he said it, but basically he said something about mumble rappers, that Boosie was not a mumble rapper. I made the distinction in the video of the difference between that the industry liked the mumble rappers, and then they didn't mind that they were popping pills and doing all types of drugs and dying from it, because at the end of the day, once they sign on that dotted line, that's their soul. So when you die and I own all your masters, I'ma still get paid for the fact that people are still grieving that you lost your life. That's what I was saying, that the industry period knows They could deter this. They could refuse, just like rock music. There's so many rock bands that had came out with the same style when that rap rock, like, you know what I mean, Korn and all them came out, and other ones try to come out after, and they had to put something extra in order to be accepted for them to put them out there, because they said they sound like everybody else. Was the same. And these industry cats, they could curb all that. Radios can curb all that. All they had to do is refuse to play it, refuse to get paid to play it, and it would deter a lot of people from wanting to pursue that type of rap. Now, fools would shift more to bars. But see, because trapping and drill and all these other disrespectful styles of rap are so popular, they're going to continue to pay for it. They don't care if you lose your life. That's all I was saying. And I was also trying to make the point, like I'm going to try to make the point in this video. If you put negativity out there in the world, it's going to come back to you. I told you, yeah, I talked about my brand because that's what you do. You try to sell yourself without selling yourself. So, of course, I'm going to talk about my brand. I want to get more sales. I want to be successful. So that's why you do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as like this, the rappers nowadays, you know, you always had rappers that try to portray a certain image, but it was never them. It was always the dude next to them, or the ones you don't see 3 cars back that are really the gunners. You know what I mean? They were really the gunners, the ones you had around them, the grimy looking ones. And sometimes the ones that don't even look like they grimy, like, you know, people tend to say, oh, the light skinned dude ain't really with the smoke. I've known some light skinned dudes that were just nutcases, but you see what I'm saying? It was never really the rapper. It was a dude that hung with them. That was the really one that was that devoted, you know, with always feeling like, okay, one of these times it's gonna be my chance to shine. Let him know that I really deal with him like that. You know what I mean? And you got those cats, like, especially when you start blessing them and they've been with you, you got them cats that's gonna ride to death. So you gotta always be careful on what you surround yourself. You surround yourself with killers, one of these cats gonna really do something. You know what I mean? But that's no shot at nobody. But I'm saying that's how it was. Rappers weren't really gangsters. Nowadays, the industry knows you got a lot of rappers that are actual gangsters. And I know some people come out here and be like, nah, no. There's some cats out here right now that are really with the smoke. And that's why they end up in prison. My boy, Mr. B-Mac, or Big Mac, out of San Bernardino. This dude done got shot like a few different times. And he always bounced back even more grimier. Still running the street, you know. And I think dude is a blood or a pyro. I think he's a blood. But out of his section, dude doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's cats like that really live in that life that they putting out there. And in a sense, it's a shame because the ones that be like that have the most talent. King Von. I seen this video. This dude was out there. Like, you know, I'm a Doug fan. You know what I mean? But also like King Von, I like a few of them. But the simple fact that he was out there putting hands. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, he really out there living what he said. You know, you got cats that run. You know what I mean? They any sense in any inkling that it's gonna go to a fist fight, they either put their mans in it or they take off. You see what I'm saying? So nowadays, rappers feel like they gotta live by what they're saying. Before, it's no longer entertainment and just music. It's really either dudes are chasing clout or they need to portray that image. So they're gonna do whatever it takes. You got dudes that'll go out of their way to shoot a cat just to show dudes that, hey, I'm really with that. Dudes forget that when you get at a certain level that you got to leave that street alone. People tell me all the time, but I'm not at that level. I don't have enough subscribers. I don't got enough real staying power in order to think in that manner. So I think about my family, but I'm still a grimy cat. You know what I mean? Trying to get to the next level. But you know, when people come on here and they criticize you, understand, man, I'm just trying to make a better way. People want to say something about my music. Yeah, I got disrespectful, but that's because dudes diss me. So I spit back. Now, you might hear something about a 2-5, but it ain't no particular cast. That's just at their whole car, period. But that's how I choose to do things. Now, maybe I'll suffer the consequence in the future. Somebody run up, try to get it. But that's the energy that I put out there. I don't retract it. But that's what I'm saying. Most rappers now feel the need to want to portray, to not only portray, but to really live that life. You got cats that never did it in their whole life, but they wanted it so bad. and rap gave them a chance to do it. So when you catch them out there and you press them and they blow you away, and you're like, didn't think they would because they got a career, they don't care. They just want that image. It's like you got these suburban kids, never been in the hood, never been around nobody that did nothing, but they've watched and heard everything from Chief Keef to FBG Doug, FYB, J Main, like Ruger, like they hearing this shit right now. Chicago's music has influenced so many different spots. Even the music I'm doing is influenced by Chicago right now. And I grew up on funk and all that, and the West Coast and East Coast music. Dirty South, I told you they had the crown for a while, but people sleep on them. But I'm not going to take up too much of your time. That's basically all I really wanted to say, that, you know, like if you see me speak on certain subject, it ain't about, now if I'm speaking on Bloods and Crips and why they killed each other, now that's business I shouldn't be talking about. It's none of my business why they killed each other. But if you notice on my last videos, I don't talk about why somebody killed each other or who they're beefing with or any of that. You know, it's not really my business. My thing is just to state that and try to make something out of nothing. You know what I mean? The fact that somebody got shot and the ramification behind that and what led up to that without exposing, you know, certain things. But anyways, man, your boy about to hit the house. Hopefully you enjoy and understand that sometimes I just have these talks. And now that my computer is, you know, I got to build it back up. You know what I mean? On that note, I'm about to go back in and sip this little whatever. You guys enjoy the rest of your night and understand, man, the rap game is grimy. And most rappers feel like they need to portray a certain image. Because if they don't, they feel weak. Oh, before I leave, if you get your chain snatched, it doesn't make you a buster. It doesn't make you a bitch. Don't make you nothing. It means you got. Dudes that get robbed and feel like they lost their honor. But, dude, if I run up on you with a 40 and tell you, give me my chain, you ain't got a burner, you lost your chain. But that don't make you a bitch. Just means I had a gun. Now, if I physically beat you up by myself and took it from you, then I can claim that. But other than that, man, cats be feeling bad because they got their chain snatched. Whatever. Let it go. Get back. Or let it go. If you out there thugging, you going to get back. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all crazy. Snitching is condoned, but yet, you know, people get their chain snatched and somehow they're the bitch. But the snitch is not the bitch. They pressed his family, so he had to tell. Twisted. I'm your boy Zion, I'm out.